Hello, everybody outside there, all across the globe. This is the Fine Liquids community. This is Pat Eckert from Fine Liquids, your water company. And today we have a very special show here on Twitch TV, Fine Liquids. We are talking with so many peoples all around the globe. So I think this is a real big thing every time again. So hopefully the technique is doing well today. I hope everybody can hear us, everybody can see us. I want to introduce to you the persons we got today. So there is the core of the Fine Liquids community with Ruriko Suzuki from Tokyo. Hello, Ruriko, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ruriko, Japanese water sommelier. It's 7 a.m. in Tokyo. I'm now hydrating. It's important to hydrate in the morning. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, Ruriko, I saw you have been in Athens, Greece, Europe in the last weeks. Is that right?
Yes. Michael, it was an honor to meet you in Greece.
Yeah, I saw you both. It was with Michael Mascha. You have been there at a real big source I saw. Yeah, so very awesome. So and yeah, Michael Mascha, you are not in the core. You are the very first time inside the Fine Liquids community, and I like to give you a heartful welcome because this is an honor to us. It's an honor to the Fine Liquids community. So welcome, Michael Mascha, here to the show. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. It's also an honor, and I think it's a really good thing you're doing here, building this global community, and I'm very happy I can be part of it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having you here. So I think um, you are a bit like a father of this whole story, a father of the category of fine water, and so I can remember times when I met you first in the internet, saw your stuff and your work, and I was so excited about all I saw. And so this is a real big thing to have you here in the show. So thank you so much.
Thank you. But I don't want to be the father. I consider me your elder brother. Don't make me too old.
Very good. And then we have Justin from Los Angeles. So you just said in front of the show that you moved. And how are you? You just got married, I think, in the last months.
Yeah, it's actually really exciting to be back on the show again. I think it's about 3, 4 months since we had our last show. So yeah, I'm really excited to be back with my new location here. I still have my office set up yet, but I'll be presenting my featured water of the month at here living room in a cozy setting. So that's me here in Los Angeles, 2 p.m.
Yeah, very cozy. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, and then we have Hanuel Kim from South Korea. So, how are things going, Hanuel? How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. And hi everyone. Long time no see. Here is same time as with Japan, Tokyo, 7 a.m. Yeah, really exciting. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. 7 a.m. Yeah, it's 1 hour to midnight here in Germany, and in Germany it's very very cold. So the winter is coming hardly. So we got here in the office I've got 15 degrees. So it's needs to get warm in a way. So then we have Maik Schneckenberger. Hey, my friend from Mönchzell. It's just I think 3 kilometers away from the warehouse. How are you, Mike? How are things are going? So you made some good stuff at the Weihnachtsmarkt I saw in Instagram these days.
Yes, I took part in the last 2 weeks at the weekend at the Christmas fairs here in Mönchzell or in Megesheim, next to your warehouse. And I represented Radius 99 and typically for beer sommelier, also some beers from tap. And it was very successful.
Yeah, that sounds good. So, and then another special guest I want to introduce to you. Hopefully, I spell the name correct. Mr. Marc Brons from the Netherlands. Hello, Mark. It's so
Thank you very
nice.
much.
It's so nice to have you here. I think it's maybe just 1 year ago we met in my old warehouse, and I can remember when you told me, oh, I don't know, should I do that? Getting a water sommelier, starting a water distribution in the
Yeah,
Netherlands. And
yeah,
so we had a couple of very, very interesting hours and a very good meal, I think, and a very good talk. Sometimes in English, sometimes in German.
German. Yeah,
Yeah, so you started your business. You got a water sommelier in the Fine Water Academy. Tell us a bit about that.
yeah. Well, it was like you said, it was a busy year. Yeah, well, it started, of course, also going to you, and yeah, it really inspired me to go forward, and also starting the whole course was really nice. It was a really adventure, and yeah, besides that, I started the distribution company, Sommelier, and yeah, it's one big adventure, and it's really a starting point right now. I mean, yeah, suddenly you get asked to give workshops and these kind of things. People are asking, "What are you doing actually?" And that's that's where the fun starts. So yeah, I'm really excited and also very happy to be here, and thank you for your invitation.
Yeah, thank you for coming. So, this morning we chatted about Aperti and the possibilities to get
Yeah,
Aperti to the Netherlands, to Germany, and so we are directly in contact working on, yeah, the fine water business. So, yeah, thank you so much for being here. At least there is one more member which we are still missing. This is Mr. Milan Patel. Mr. Milan Patel is that much busy, so um, he is trying to get in, but I don't know if this really happens. So hopefully, maybe just a few minutes. Milan, if you're on the road, drive faster. We need you. Okay. So today's topic is our favorite water, and um, I'm looking forward which waters you present. Therefore, and when we thought about doing this show, we thought about, okay, why not presenting our favorite water, telling a little bit about it, and this could be surprising for the one or for the other. Um, but then I thought, when I talk to people and I say, what is your favorite water? Most of the time, they can't answer. They say, what? You can ask me, what is my favorite drink? But what is my favorite water? Uh, I never thought about that. Isn't water just water? So this is most the reaction I get on this question. And so I thought about consciousness and taste. So most of the people are not conscious of the taste of water. And this is why we do this show. We want to invite our audience to think about the personal consciousness when we are drinking water. So most of the time people just go into the grocery store and buy the cheapest one, or are buying the most popular one, a mainstream water. But they are not aware how does water taste when they have it on the table. So nobody's really thinking about, this is a cup of coffee and this is a water, and how does this fit or not fit? Is it a bite, or is it more than just a combination? This is the reason why we are talking about our favorite water. And then I thought, what is my favorite water? Is that possible? Do I have a favorite water? And my very first answer, therefore, is sometimes it's changing. It's all in a flow. So I've got a favorite water actually, but maybe in 2 weeks I got another one. So I want to ask you in the audience, what is your experience with that? Or did you never made an experience with that? So, but now we have guests, 6 guests right here. I want to ask you, what is your favorite water? And I'm looking forward to your answers. So let's start with you, Ruriko, in Japan, in Tokyo. What is your favorite water? Is there one, or is that an impossible question?
私が最初。
はい、
あ
ルリコさん、じゃあ、ルリコさんは何か好きなお水っていうのはありますか？
ですね、好きな水は特になくて、その時の体調だったり、食事だったりで飲みたい水とか気に入ってる水っていうのは変わります。
So this changes constantly depending on her mood, also the settings, environment, of course with whatever she will be eating at that moment. That's when her favorite water will be changing.
So, and when you are talking about mood and about setting, Ruriko, can you give us an idea which waters you prefer to a special mood or to a special setting? Is this possible? Or is this changing too?
その状況っていうのは常に変わってるんですか？
状況は常に変わります。でも普段朝飲む時の水だったり、それからちょっと水分補給をしたいなっていう時のお水は、やはり日本では一番メジャーかもしれないんですけど、サントリーの天然水を私は飲むことが多いです。
Yes. So as you mentioned, Pat, so yeah, it constantly changes, but so whatever Rico just presented, this is a Japanese tendency, natural mineral water, and this is something what she prefers to drink on her daily basis for hydration.
All right, and what about you, Justin? Is there something you prefer more or less?
Yeah, my answer will be very, very similar to Rico. This will be constantly changing depending how I'm feeling. But what I've been enjoying these days for my kind of daily kind of dinner that I've been, when I pair with my food, whatever I'm cooking these days, is this Evian sparkling. So this is kind of my cool water these days that I can recommend.
So that's amazing because I never tried the Evian sparkling. I never had it. So when I go to the grocery stores here around Germany, I did not saw it right now. So when
Oh, that's interesting. And I'm going to ask you guys. I know Evian Sparkling only released recently. I think it was in the last year.
Yeah.
And in the US, I think it started beginning of this year. So I want to ask everybody, have you ever guys seen Evian Sparkling at your local market yet? So not much. Okay. Yeah. I got this online too, so I haven't seen in the local grocery scene yet.
But why do you prefer this water? What kind of sparkling is that? Can you tell us a bit about the sparkling version?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you guys all may know how the tasting profile of the Evian is like. It has that the creaminess, and it has a slight bitterness of the mouthfeel, due to kind of medium and TDS. But with this micro bubbles added to the Evian, I feel like that kind of remedifies that kind of bitterness. So I think it's more acceptable to more, more greater consumer level, in my opinion. So, so I think it's a really, I feel like Evian really nailed making this water, available to, as a better tasting profile to the public when they release this. So yeah, that's why I really want to bring this out to this channel today.
All right.
Is it effervescent? Is the bubbles very small, tiny effervescent bubbles?
Yes, it has a very, very tiny bubbles, effervescent bubbles. It's almost very gentle, just like champagne. So that's another aspect I want to discuss. Mhm,
That sounds good.
mhm.
As I said, I never had it before, so hopefully I get it. Hopefully I
I
get
saw
it.
I saw Evian Sparkling only by Martin Riese.
So you are working at Rewe here in Germany, so you did
Yeah,
not see it yet.
no, no,
Don't they
only still.
don't they sell it here in Germany? Is that possible?
Yeah, it's possible that they don't sell it here. I've never seen that. No, on the private market, on the supermarket, or on a storehouse. So I've never seen this only by Martin Riese in his video.
All right. So, Justin, one last question to these Evian sparkling effervescent version. Did you ever had Badois? Is it a bit similar because it's one brand, or do you say no? The Evian sparkling and the Badois are two different types.
I see. Well, here's my honest answer. Badua isn't really available, commonly in the U.S. area, so I haven't had enough Badua to compare the taste, in my opinion. But
All right.
yeah,
Yeah. All right.
yeah,
So, Mark in the Netherlands. When I was the very first time there in consciousness of water, I thought, what is that? Everybody's drinking these hardcore mainstream water called Spa, and then I
Yeah,
found out it's a Belgium
it's
water.
Belgium. Yeah, it's
but
from
you got,
Belgium.
but you got so much. You got so much in your country. So, what is your
Yeah, that
story about a
that's
favorite
true.
water?
Well, I compare it with music as well. I mean, it's one moment you like this, then you would like that, and it's you have to also have to see that, of course, in terms of what you're going to eat, and but besides that, of course, I picked one of my favorites, I would say, and that's not Dutch. It's Iskild.
Oh yeah.
It's one I think that will suit most moods, so to say. Um, I like the mouthfeel, the texture of the water, and also the earthiness. So also, if you don't eat something, it's it's got a different taste than the waters you normally. The tap water in the Netherlands, for instance, is very good, but you know, and also a lot of mineral waters from the Netherlands are coming from the uh, uh, um, same sources. So um, yeah, that's why I would like to drink something else. And then yeah, I come with Iskilled.
All
So
right.
one of my favorites. Yeah.
So is killed. I don't want to say it's a dinosaur inside the fine water category,
Yeah.
but it's one of the starting waters inside the category. And um, what I want to know from you is, did you made this water available in the Netherlands, or was it still there?
Well, it after COVID it stopped. Well, during COVID it stopped. And so I got in touch with Jan Bender, and yeah, now I have it available. I'm serving it in a restaurant already, and yeah, I hope. Well, I haven't got the time yet to go and visit some more restaurants to expand, but Ischgl is really one of the waters that is in there.
Yeah, time will
Yeah.
come. Time will come.
Yeah. It grows slowly, but it's all right. It's all right. It's fun. So it's
Yeah,
good.
that
Yeah.
sounds good. So I really like Iskilde too. It was one of my very first fine waters I get with my first orders in uh, maybe 10 years ago, I think. And I was so excited because I never thought about waters from other countries. And after years, I got in contact with Jan too. And so just to see what what waters are popping out is so amazing. And I think Iskilde is something very, very unique, um, not really comparable. And yeah, so this is the reason why I love that water too. So I'm always afraid when it's going out of stock. So
You can call me.
yeah, I know you're a good guy.
Let's just hope that Jan is not listening to this show, because we just called him a dinosaur. Or you did. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
No, I call the water a dinosaur because of the. This is a very old source, so I think I really can say that.
No, and Jan and Iskilde, they have been around since the beginning. You all know we have the Fine Water Society,
Yeah.
and Jan and Iskilde is one of the founding members. So he goes really way back, and he has done a lot for the category, not only promoting his brand, but really elevating the category. So he's the brand, and Jan is one of the pillars of what we're standing on.
Yes, this is what I meant when I said dinosaur.
Might be
Okay,
the translation.
okay, Michael. So, you are that long inside this category. You just brought out that beautiful book, Fine Waters, and so you're going side by side with so beautiful waters from all around the globe, and I think you have tasted so much more waters than I did by myself. So um, I'm really excited about what you are doing. So is there a water where you say this is my all-time favorite, or are you just going with the others and say no, it's all about setting and mood and pairing with
Yeah.
food?
So there's no favorite water, and you're getting asked. This is the first question a journalist asks you: "What's your favorite water? What's the best water?" It all falls into this category, because people looking for a singularity. What's the best? And if I have the best, then I have the best. And what and immediately turn it around. There is again the classic thing: there is no best water, and if there would be one best water, it would be a commodity, right? But I enjoy that we can have so many different experiences with water, turn it into the experience. And if they really press you, for me it's about character, and I enjoy character in water. And if I see a water that has a strong character, I like it, but it doesn't mean that I like it more than another character. So it's not a competition. That's my approach to the water. um, should we present the waters now, or is this later, my selection?
No, you can go now. Yes.
Okay, so unfortunately, I will present you something which is really, really unique. I really love it. I enjoy it, but you will probably never be able to drink it.
Ooh.
Classic story, right? It's We're going to Brazil. It's called Cambuquira, and of course you cannot see. I can see you guys. You cannot see anything. This is also a classic lesson for all the thousands of brands that are following our broadcast here and listening to us. This is how the water looked like when they approved it, right? It's this one here. It looks like a very nice bottle, right? So this is how it looked like when they approved the print, and this is how it looks like if you apply it to the bottle, because it's see-through, so you cannot read anything or see anything. So it's it's a nicely designed brand, but unfortunately you cannot see it. It comes from Brazil, and we're all familiar with naturally carbonated waters. This one is a naturally carbonated water, and it has a TDS of 34. So it's a super low naturally carbonated water with a TDS of 34, and it has a pH of 4.6. So you will remember this. It really stands out. So it has a very acidity, but it has soft bubbles and a super low minerality. So that makes it very, very interesting. What I noticed with this water is we had another colleague, Christopher Goodrich from Spain, another water sommelier over here, and we tasted the water and we ate some foie gras. And this foie gras pate has this sticky linginess, so it lingers and lingers and lingers. And you take a sip of the water, and your palate is completely clean. It's completely clean. I'm not a big fan of using water to clean the palate, but I love it when I eat foie gras because then every time I have a new bite, I have a totally new sensation and the whole thing starts over and over again. So I think it's a brilliant water for if you want to have that kind of experience and also talk about a TDS, naturally carbonated of 34, I think is phenomenal. And if you ask me at the end of the show, I'll tell you another favorite water because I have a new favorite water every 5 minutes.
Just a short request, if I understood you right. What was the pH level of that water?
4.6.
4.6. I never heard about a water with a pH level that deep.
Yeah, Perrier has close to 5, so it's in that range. But it doesn't feel as acidic because the bubbles distract a little bit. But it's clearly a very acidic water, but with nicely integrated bubbles in a super low minerality. So it really stands out.
Okay. Michael, excuse me, I think we cannot discuss that water. We never had it, as you said.
And
So,
that's the problem. I'm trying to convince the people that they have a very unique product that's really for a niche market could have a global audience.
yeah.
You guys can clearly see the possibilities for food pairings, but some of the brands they just think as far as a truck can drive in a day and back. That seems to be the world of many. Sorry, nothing against Radius 99. You're doing a great job, but it's exactly that mentality.
Yeah.
Just one radius.
Yes.
And not global.
Yes, I see. All right.
It's like crack water.
Yeah, the same to crack.
It's also like crack water. Crack water only, also say only around his house.
Yeah. Yeah. Another mentality. So that's as it is. I'm very happy that he sent it over to us to taste it. I think it was 1 year ago. So.
yeah, it is.
Okay. Hanuel, what about favorite water in South Korea? What is your favorite water? Do you prefer 1, 2 for yourself?
It's very difficult to pick only one brand as my favorite water. Always 4 or 5 what brands are in my refrigerator always. And then so I thought about my favorite water, and I had estimated almost 300 waters from 2016 to 2020 by 10 criteria named SWP is Sky Water Point. It's my own water point, water estimation. So I found my best performance of water estimation is Roy. Roy got 90 points over 100 points, but Roy is not imported to Korea yet, so I have just empty bottle. Roy is very luxury and fine waters, and Roy has many things to storytelling for water sommeliers. So I choose the best water for me, and then I choose 4 kinds of water by SWP. So and then the best carbonated water was Gerolsteiner. It is very cheap in Korea, like local water. It is cheaper than San Pellegrino and Perrier in Korea. So quality then price is very great in Korea. And Gerolsteiner has 1,800 TDS and powerful carbonated, so it is good for matching with food. So I choose the best carbonated water, and then best still water is Icelandic glacier. This water is from Iceland and very low TDS and pH is 8.4. And many Korean like this bottle because the look like iceberg. So many Koreans think this water is more premium, more fine than Evian and Fiji in Korea. So I choose, and then this water is our local water. So I choose this water is Korean best water for SWP. This water source is from China and North Korea border. But South Korea is not connect with North Korea, so Korean company made a water factory in China, and actually this water is imported from China, but all money is from Korea company. So I choose this water for Korean best water.
Okay, Hanuel, to your three waters.
Waters.
I really totally agree with you for the first two waters. The third one I don't know. But when it comes to Roy is something so special that when you have tastings with people which never thought about water, when it comes to Roy, everybody is so amazed, thinking, "Wow, what is that? Is that a water? It might be something else, but it is a water." So yes, I really agree, and I really like that glacial water too, because I think that the still version and the sparkling version are fitting very, very close to each other because of the hint of sweet both have, and the carbonization does not kill that. And this is what I really like about these glacial water. Yes.
Can I just throw in? Keep in mind, if you cannot get Roy, you can always get Rogashka, Donut MG, which is basically the same water. It just comes in a regular bottle, but it's widely available at least in Europe. I don't know about in other places, but Rogashka is basically the identical water. You can consider Roy to be a custom high-end bottling in gold of the Rogashka water.
Yeah, that's right. But Michael, we had that Donyad MG Rogashka water here in the warehouse, and we really loved it. But I think 2 months after, the planting source, stopped bottling glass bottles, and the result is PET bottles, and it's a damage. Sometimes brands use a PET you cannot taste. And just like Vichy Catalan, they have a real good PET bottle, so you don't really can taste the difference between the glass and the PET bottled water. But Donyad MG really tastes a bit like PET, and that's a very, very sad thing for the customers here in Germany or in entire Europe, because it's for entire Europe that they bottle in PET. Bad, bad, bad. Yeah. So, but
the taste is different between the bottle the bottles from Rogashka. So I have some glass bottles in in the fridge, and then also have some plastics. I took some from Slovenia directly, some plastics, and the taste is not the same. Also in a glass of water, it's a little bit different because the high carbonation is getting out. I'm thinking it's getting out of the plastic. So it's a high carbonation inside with high minerals, and the carbonation is going outside the plastic bottle.
Yeah.
If you have more than 3 or 4 months the water at home.
Yes. Maybe that's
Okay.
right. Hanuel, I've got one question to what you said. You said you've got your favorite waters or your waters in the fridge. So, do you prefer drinking water when it is cold from the fridge?
Absolutely. I think wine cellar is more better than refrigerator and the room temperature. Yes,
Yes.
the water has each the best water temperature. So it is difficult. Example, one sparkling water is the best condition in refrigerator, or certain still water is room temperature is the best condition. So it is difficult to the water and then and the setting some tables. It is some difficult.
Yeah. I think this is a real good aspect for the audience because um, here in Germany, we can say in the summertime everybody is drinking sparkling water, cold water, just like Gerald Steiner. And when you are drinking very cold water for summertime or other settings, you are not really aware of the taste. And when I started drinking water with a bit of consciousness, I found out when you're drinking it in different temperatures, it tastes different. And when I get in contact with the Fine Water Academy, they told me better drink it on room temperature. And at the beginning, I thought, mm, it's too warm. But this is just like training something. And most of the people don't train that. And so when they say, hey, water is just water, it might be just because of they always drink water too cold. Maybe. I don't know, but this could be a reason why they say water is just water. Okay.
So I also think it's like beer. When I'm drinking beer or do some tastings with beer, uh, more alcohol and more temperature. So I think more minerals inside the water. So you drink it much warmer, like the natural version.
Yeah. So, Mike, when you were at the Weihnachtsmarkt, at the
Yeah,
Christkindlesmarkt, you said you gave the people Radius 99 to drink. Um,
yeah.
wasn't that water a bit too cold?
It was in a big glass. It was a little bit too cold for drinking, but they have two wines, Glühwein. It's a red wine with aromatics for Christmas time, with orange, with Zimt. I don't know
Cinnamon.
what Zimt is. Uh,
Cinnamon.
and if they drink two glasses of this wine or beer, they need a glass of water.
Yeah. What is your favorite water? Is there one, or is that an impossible question to you?
No, it's a possible question for me, because some customers asking what's the best water, and I'm saying try 5 or 6 different waters, all the same, natural, medium, or classic sparkling one, and start on the left, go to the right, and only in glasses, not from the bottle. And you will see the different kinds of water and the tastes. And someone is saying to you, yes, I am your water for the day. And that's an all-day driver. And I also do some different waters for cooking, for tastings, for pairing. So every water is a special one. But my all-day driver is from the Alps. And this is Adelholzener. The special one is it's also from the top of the snow, um, going down to the Alps. It's in a national reserve, and the head of the company is a nun. So it's like Mark is knowing beers from Trappist, you know, and these are special with the church and so on. So
Monks.
they have, yeah, and this water is the same. They have to give money to the region for specials. Pat, you have to help me. Zur Unterstützung von Wohltätigkeiten außenrum.
Support um, for good projects.
Yeah. For the region.
Yes.
And they have this water is sweet, it's smooth. I tasted with Radius and I tasted with Lasas, and so I found out that it's sweet water.
Yeah.
So I like this. My daughter likes this, and we also have a classic one. They have Opala.
What are you doing? Revolution.
Revolution. They have plastic bottles for school, for doing sports, and we like this water. And it's a good one. It's a middle price in the supermarket, so you can get a case with 12 bottles for 6 or 7 euros, and in the special offer for 4 euros.
Yeah.
This is my all-day driver, and the others are special for food, for pairing, for drinking wine, for drinking beer. So you can talk with me. Like also Icelandic is different with beer. If you have the natural one or if you have the sparkling one. The same beer, but different waters and different experiences.
Yeah, I really like what you're saying about pairing with water and beer, and I experienced that several times with you. But there was one thing you just said right now. When you compared the Sass to Adelholz, now you found out that there is a hint of sweetness inside of that water. And I think this is something the people outside there should know. Get in that competition, try them out, and drink them with awareness, so that you can find out what your tongue and what your lips really like. Yeah, so thank you so much for all that thoughts. And when I thought about which water should I present today, I was in the same struggle as you are, or as you have been. I thought, oh my god, when I started with fine liquids, my very initial point was I want a perfect water. I want to find that water. I want to create that water. But this was before I get in contact with the first fine waters, and so I've gone on a journey, and I found out there is no reason to build a perfect water, to create one, because Mother Nature already did. There is not one perfect water. There are so many waters which are not perfect, but they don't need to be perfect. That's not what they have to be. They have to be a daily driver where you can drink enough for hydration, for your well-being, for your health. So it's not needed to be perfect. all what it needs is tasting good, being available, and giving you joy on your table, with your sports, on your way, in the car, everywhere. So this is what I found out, and then I could not stop to stock up my portfolio because I fell in love with so many waters. And this is the reason why Fine Liquids is now in the world, because I thought I want to experience all of that waters. And so I'm glad that so many water companies write me emails or send me boxes to taste their waters, and I'm always lucky as a small kid. You know, I got that box somewhere in time, just like Christmas, opening that box and putting some waters out. And I really love that. But when it comes to which water can I present, there is another story I just have to tell you quickly. I'm a designer, graphic designer, and an artist, graphic artist for all my life. And I always thought about creating a unique product. But in all my years, I did not know which product this should be. So I made t-shirts and designs and stuff like that. But I wanted to create a own product. And after Fine Liquids, there was no more reason to build an own product. But then COVID came and Corona came, and you know, in Germany many brands are disappeared. They are no longer here. And then the first chefs, restaurants, hotels asked me for an alternative. And then I found out they are looking for a conceptual water, a water which fits or suits best to their menus. And they were not satisfied with the waters the normal suppliers gave them. And then I thought, okay, it's time to create this conceptual water, a super fitting natural one with a not so high TDS, which you can take to go through all of these menu parts in fine dining or other mealing situations. And I found that water, and then I was very happy, and I designed the label and the brand. And it was again something like being a kid. So when you're creating something new, this is very unique. And then I had to work on the sparkling version for over 1 year because I wanted a super tiny bubbled water, effervescent. Germany is not that effervescent country, but I thought by myself, when I am in a fine dining restaurant for several hours and the bubbles are too big, I don't like that. And so I created our very first own brand, and I think it will be the last one we build, because this is something where our heart blood is in, and this is what I want to present to you. The brand is called Aquafinelli, and this is very new and very special, and last week we get these labels, and this is the very first production, you know, and now we delivered it to the first restaurant, and this restaurant has it on his water menu, and we are very proud about that. So this baby is now in the world, and actually this is my super preferred water. And yeah, say hello to the world. This is Aquafinelli. Yeah, that's my story to the topic of.
I tried this.
Yeah, you tried this.
I would love to try one.
But did you all already try the gentle fizz version, Mike? The final
Yes,
one?
I did. Yes, I did.
But
And the final one,
okay.
not yet.
We had to
In the old warehouse.
Yes, yeah, right. We did that together. Yeah, I can remember. Yeah, but
what's the source, Patrick? What's the source?
The source is coming here, and that's very, very necessary for the German restaurants, because they all say, oh, don't come with French water. We are through with that. We need a regional one. It has to be sustainable, you know. So this water comes from Taunus region up Frankfurt. So it takes me just 2 hours to go to the source, and it's at the foot of Feldberg. But it's not comparable to the waters most people know from Feldberg or Taunus region. So it's very smooth, and you know, it's elevating alcoholic drinks just like whiskey or dark red wine. It elevates that, and I think that's really amazing for water from that region. And yeah, for the sparkling one, we did I think over 10 tries to hold it in that super low carbonation level over months. And yeah, now we are finished with that process.
Fantastic. So my interface here says we only have 4 minutes left. It says it will shut down, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and Martin would like to say another favorite water.
Michael wants to say.
Michael, yeah, not Martin. Michael.
Yes.
Oh, just 1 more minute. So the other thing I was thinking about was a water called Genesis from Paraguay. And I found it really interesting. It's also super low. It has a TDS of 9 and a pH of 9.1. So in my opinion, it's the only water in the world that has a higher pH than it has a TDS. And you can imagine how it tastes. It has this super creaminess, but with no aftertaste, nothing at all. It's almost like a creamy rain or something. It's very, very interesting. It's also not available. They're not shipping it outside. They're a small country. I'm working on that. So hopefully soon we can have a taste of it.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. You know, at the end, it's all cosmic juice. Nobody knows where it really comes from. It's here, and it's a wonder. It's a miracle. And sometimes we have waters from sources which display this kind of wonder, and I really like that. What were you telling right now, Michael? When I tasted the first time Freebase from Australia, I was completely knocked out from that water, because this kind of water I never tasted before. So when I listen to you, it sounds a bit like that story.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly the opposite of the Sweepay. Instead of having a lot of things in it, it strikes you because there's nothing in it. But it has this high pH that gives it a creamy nothingness.
Yeah, amazing. So, 6 beautiful guests tonight at the live stream after this real long break. Thank you so much for taking time for this live stream. Thank you to Japan. Thank you to South Korea. Thank you to the Netherlands. Thank you to America. And thank God for giving us water, giving us life. And there is one more thing I want to say to the outside people. Don't give up hope. World is a good place. World is a good place. It's up to us. And it's up to us what we think, what we do. And hopefully we can stop all that shit that happens out there. Do what you can do in your small space, and don't give up. It's really, really important. With that words, I want to say goodbye. Thank you. Have a nice time. We will meet again in January, maybe around 20 or 27. We will show you when we come back. This clip you can see also on YouTube and all the other social medias in the next time.